Hello everyone, I am Ranjit Nath. This video is to share you all the second task of my internship program on data science and business analytics at the Sparks Foundation. The task is to predict the optimum number of clusters using unsupervised machine learning and represent it visually. Unsupervised machine learning is the technique in which users do not need to supervise or train the model. It allows the model to work on its own and predict only with the help of features, which are the unlabeled data. I'm using Jupyter Notebook as my IDE and Python as my coding language for this task. This is the data used, which is the iris dataset. While going through this dataset, we could see there are numbers of rows with 6 columns. I'm using k-means clustering algorithm to solve this task. It is a type of unsupervised machine learning, which is simple and easy way to classify a given dataset to certain number of groups. Data points inside a cluster are homogeneous and heterogeneous to peer groups. I'm importing the required libraries for this task, namely NumPy, Pandas, Matplotlib, and Seaborn. I'm importing the data and storing into the variable name called as dataset. As the ID column is unique, I am setting here the index column equal to 0 so that the ID column will be the index. I'm checking out the data here, which is understanding the data. Dataset.head, dataset.info. Here we could see there are 150 non-null values in all the columns. Dataset.describe and dataset.shape. Here there are 150 rows and 5 columns, which is excluding the ID column. I am doing exploratory data analysis for this task. Parplot from Seaborn library makes it easy to plot all the possible numerical columns in the same output. I am taking the correlation between all the numerical columns and plotting in as heat map from Seaborn library. Here I am using the elbow method to find the optimal number of clusters. Excluding the species column, I am taking all the other columns in the data and storing into the variable name called as x. All those columns are sepal length, sepal width, petal length, and petal width. I am importing the k-means from scikit-learn library. Here I am calculating WCSS value. WCSS is within cluster sum of square, which is the sum of square distance between each point and the centroid. Using a for loop, I am iterating the number of clusters from 1 to 10 and calculating the WCSS value. Here, I am plotting it using Matplotlib. We could see when number of clusters increases, WCS value decreases. So, with the help of elbow method, we are choosing the number of clusters as 3. As we could see, there are sudden change of value when the number of clusters are 1 and 2. After the number of clusters reaches 3, the WCSS value decreases gradually. So we are choosing the number of clusters as 3. We are training our model using the obtained number of clusters, which is equal to 3. Here we are creating an instance of k-means and storing into the variable name called as k-means. In this, we could see there are number of clusters are 3. The initialization method as k-means plus plus and maximum iterations are 300 and random state as 42. We are calculating the k-means cluster centers, which is the point where centroid is located. Here, with respect to sepal length and sepal width, I have plotted all the data points. This red color represents iris versicolor and the green represents iris setosa and the blue represents iris virginica. These yellow dots are centroids. Thank you all.